This is the kind of thing they have tribunals for.
Wildfires don't discriminate, and neither does James Woods' criticism. From mismanagement to blithering idiocy, his explosive comments are sparking a new kind of firestorm.
Whisper world.
In the early hours of a California night, flames devoured the Pacific Palisades, leaving devastation and questions in their wake. Among the victims was actor James Woods, who not only lost his home, but also took the opportunity to voice sharp criticisms about leadership and priorities in California's fire management. How did the star of Videodrome and Casino find himself at the center of a firestorm, both literal and figurative, about the government's handling of this crisis? Woods described the terrifying night in vivid detail during a Fox News interview.
No one has been spared from this inferno, including celebrities like James Woods. James, I want to ask you about something that when you said last night we couldn't get any water, there was no water.
As the fire approached his home, it became clear that the resources to combat the inferno were inadequate.
No water in the hydrants. 17.6 million cut from the fire department.
Yeah.
A lot has been discussed today about why that is. We're going to get into a little bit more of that in the next segment. But you guys pay, I think, the highest taxes in the United States. If not, you and New York are kind of tied, or Illinois. Karen Bass, a recent headline, I think you might have tweeted that out from the New York Post.
She put on her bio that her priority, my highest priority, is inclusion, diversity, and equity. That is my priority.
Southern California is grappling with catastrophic wildfires that have destroyed over 1,000 homes, claimed at least 5 lives, and displaced tens of thousands. Iconic areas like Malibu and Pacific Palisades are unrecognizable, with beachfront properties and businesses reduced to ash. Firefighters faced harrowing challenges, including dry hydrants and hurricane-force Santa Ana winds, which grounded aircraft and left homes vulnerable. The region's air quality has reached hazardous levels, straining hospitals as smoke travels miles. Despite these adversities, stories of community resilience have emerged, with neighbors banding together to fight flames and aid evacuations. As the winds finally begin to subside, relief efforts intensify, though the scars of this devastation will linger long after the fires are extinguished. During the chaos of the Pacific Palisades wildfire, James Woods found solace in the strength and kindness of his community. Despite the overwhelming devastation, neighbors came together, transcending wealth, status, and political differences to support one another. Woods described how a neighbor risked his life to fight the fire threatening his home, using nothing but a bucket and pool water. Offers of refuge poured in from friends and colleagues, including a former co-star who provided his home and resources without hesitation. For Woods, the tragedy underscored the power of human connection in the face of disaster, a reminder that in moments of crisis, it's the bonds of community that truly endure.
It's astonishing that what happened during this experience was that we found out that none of us is a celebrity. None of us is a poor person or a rich person, a Democrat or a Republican. We were just neighbors, just really helping each other.
Despite this humanity, Woods did not hold back on his criticisms of California's leadership.
When you're the fire chief, this isn't a social justice exercise that you're in charge of. This is you getting water to areas that need water because there are fires in 100-mile-an-hour winds burning houses to the ground.
James Woods has long been recognized for his outspoken conservative political views, an unusual stance in the predominantly liberal world of Hollywood. Over the years, his sharp critiques of progressive policies and high-profile politicians have ignited fiery debates, particularly on his Twitter account, where he was known for his provocative and confrontational posts. Woods's unfiltered commentary earned him both fervent supporters and staunch critics, often leading to social media controversies. His account was temporarily suspended multiple times, fueling his belief that his political views have made him a target. Woods has claimed that his refusal to conform to Hollywood's dominant political ideologies led to his blacklisting, significantly reducing his once thriving career. Despite his talent and iconic roles, Woods alleges that his candid political stance and social media presence have left him sidelined in an industry that he believes values conformity over diversity of thought. Woods reserved his harshest critique for Governor Gavin Newsom, whom he blamed for systemic failures in wildfire management.
If it is true that Gavin Newsom is the absolute blithering idiot that I believe he is in the way he has handled fire management in this state again and again and again and again, this isn't a wake-up call.
The experience left Woods not only grieving the potential loss of his home, but also enraged at what he called a failure of leadership to prepare for and manage such disasters.
This is the kind of thing they have tribunals for, where they try people and say, you had an oath of office to perform certain duties.
Woods' journey from blacklisted actor to wildfire survivor is a tale of loss, courage, and outrage. He has faced both the flames of controversy and the literal fires that consumed his home. Yet, even as he critiques those in power, he reminds us of the power of community and the importance of holding leadership accountable.
We loved our little house, but it means nothing compared to the 5 people who lost their lives.
Karen Piper, she tweeted, and she since deleted the tweet, James Woods' house is burning down. It's karma calling.
Despite the controversies surrounding his career and personal views, James Woods remains a lightning rod for debate and a symbol of resilience to his supporters.
When I read that, I look for a curb so that I can find some place to scrape her off my shoe.
His recent experience with the Pacific Palisades fire has only amplified his calls for accountability, not just in leadership, but in the systems meant to protect and serve communities in crisis. Woods has framed this tragedy as more than just personal loss. It's a rallying cry for fundamental change in how disasters are managed. Whether his sharp critiques will lead to meaningful reform or be dismissed as yet another polarizing outburst remains to be seen. Will his voice inspire the action he demands, or will it become just another fleeting echo in the complex narrative of his life? Woods' ability to command attention is undeniable, but whether that attention will translate into lasting impact is a story still being written. In the end, only time will reveal if his fiery words can ignite the change he envisions, or if they will fade away, like smoke dissolving into the horizon.
Whisper World.